Hey, Gurky. Say hey back. Hi guys. This is a video. We're gonna talk about some shirts, and we're gonna make it a cozy video so you can eat a meal and I'm gonna eat my lunch as well. Let me get my fucking spoon. All right, so shirts, right? Oh, I think this one. So we made this one in 2023, and this is actually the first fabric that we ever made a shirt in as well, right? This was the striped shirt. It's like this loose, cotton. It's borderline feels like linen because of the weave, but it is in fact cotton, right? All right. So we made this, and I specifically remember Mr. Gent telling me that this shit is ass. And then we did a pop up in Mumbai, and we sold like 50 of these bitches. All right. Arguably, this pattern is the best selling pattern we have, like the pattern of the garment. That one pattern has made us absurd amounts of money. So anyway, this is shirt V1, and then we'll go through V2 and V3 as well, and we'll explain all the differences and the updates and everything, right? And yeah, just get cozy, Let's have a meal together, guys. One sec. What are you guys eating? I'm having fucking Mexican burrito bowl. What are you eating, Gurky? Okay, nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so this shirt, we originally made it in this colorway, and then we restocked the fabric twice after that, and it sold out every single time. To the point that we started making it in other fabrics. So this is the first time we've actually ever done that in the brand's history, in fact, almost, that we did multiple colorways of an item for the first time. This was drop 3, May 2023. It's the same drop that had the biker jacket first time as well, actually. Anyway, so we did it in blue poplin after that, which looked like a very schoolboy uniform sort of colorway. And then there was a white poplin as well. And maybe there'll be some photos over here if Gurky decides to bless all of you with some B-roll. And then apart from that, we then moved on to doing like black poplin and probably, we did a chicken curry as well, I think at some point, maybe. All right, just give me a second. Let me mix my shit up and then we'll talk about the design. So now you know about the product and the colorways and when it came out and all this shit. We'll get to the design shit in a second. Give me a second. Oh, forgot my cheese. Do you remember that thing? Do you remember that? Hey, man, bananas, and what the fuck is that cheese? As you can see, I am quite a professional at eating. All right, so design, right? Also, so this is also that era where we started first moving into ready-to-wear products, and the brand had been operating on like made to measure for. We'd been doing made to measure for 7 years at this point, or something like that. And basically, when we decided to move to ready to wear, the lucky thing was that since we'd been doing made to measure for so long, we had this huge database of like maybe 300, 400 customers. And we used that database to find what the biggest measurement ever that we dealt with was and what the smallest ever was. And then from there, we sort of figured out what a decent sized shirt that is very inclusive looks like for everyone, right? So this was our first shirt pattern as a result as well. Now, so it's a very drop shoulder. It's very loose in the chest and the armhole. Like I think a lot of people, when they first get it, they're like surprised at how big it is because maybe it doesn't come that way in the photos. I'm not sure why. But yeah, generally like speaking, like I think it's a 65-inch chest on a size 3, which is quite huge, let's be honest. Maybe it's more than 60, or it might be 70, it might be close to 70 on a size 4. All right, so design. It's a regular placket with buttons and then just a simple pocket, right? Usually there's a metal plate here. My particular piece doesn't have the metal plate. And apart from that, there's, I think, 2 standout features apart from the fabric that made this shirt very identifiable when people saw it in photos on Instagram or walking around, and then made people want the shirt, which is the raw hem. Um, raw hem. So raw hem was sort of like a thing that we were taking away from, like, let's say maybe the Camas Busan that we did 2 drops prior, which had a raw collar and also a raw pocket, right? So it's actually just referencing that. And then the other thing that people probably sort of identified as being very identifiable, is that the word? Is this strap here, right? Dangle, dangle, dangle. Okay. All right. So the thing with the strap is that one side has a button and one side has a buttonhole. Basically, the theory was that I was dealing with like a patterned fabric for the first time, it being stripes, right? So my theory was that if I uno momento. So my theory was that if I take the strap and then bring it out over here and like this, I get to break up the vertical lines by introducing a horizontal line into the design, right? So that was the actual reason that I did the thing initially. And then apart from that, I realized that this could actually technically operate as a sling system as well. So a sling system being that you can wear the shirt, cross body when you take it off, instead of having to tie it around your shoulder or having to tie it around your waist or something like that. Which I always thought was a nice little touch to be able to, with that whole like concept that we're trying to adapt product to today. So there is ways to, think about product and you push it forward and like, you don't have to look like a little school kid like with your shirt around your waist if you buy this particular Garuda shirt. Yeah, so this is the first one. We'll get to the second one in a moment. I need to eat. Is that okay? Are you gonna cut me eating or what's gonna happen? A little bit, huh? Okay. One sec, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll put the shirt on. I'll show you it as well. One second. Just let me have a bite. Let me have a bite. All right. So this is, for reference, this is a size 4 on me. I currently wear a size 3. Oh wait, no, sorry. This is a size 3. This is a size 3. The shorter length tells me that it is a size 3. Damn, this fabric was actually gas in hindsight. Holy shit. Okay, so you can see what it fits like over here. Very nice. And the straps, so when I decided that I could not be bothered dealing with them, which is a story that we will come to soon, I used to just throw them in my pocket like this. Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to deal with the whole thing if you don't want to deal with it. Damn, nice shirt. Holy shit. Okay, let's move on. So this is V2. This is V2, okay? And V2 is about, I guess, improving things, and you gotta fix what's broken and not what's not. If it ain't broke, don't break it. This is, by the way, plum wash shirt. Never mind. Out of your tax bracket, little bro. Came out in December of the same year that V1 came out in, actually, or maybe January the following year. So it was only about, like, let's call it a 10-month gap. Basically, we thought that we could improve the design, so we did, right? So we kept the pattern the same. It's mainly 2 features that changed here that really offered some more versatility to the piece. And obviously, we decided that we would do a lot more colorways in the process as well. So, like, this is an example of another colorway that we decided to do. Now, this one feature is nothing to do with me, actually. Actually, I would argue that neither of the 2 features have anything to do with me. I think they were both Jen's idea, actually. And they're both, like, really good fixes to certain problems. So, like, you know how you have this placket that's on a shirt, right? You can open it up and you can fold the thing. So then Jen said that why don't we take that same, like, style of placket and apply it to the hem of the shirt. So at the front body, there's a placket here and one on the other side as well. So you open it up with buttons, and then it basically allows you to achieve like a variety of like tucks, like a half tuck, French tuck, whatever, right? So that was a great idea, and we decided to incorporate it into V2. And then another idea, which was an instant yes, was let's make the strap removable, right? So the way we did that was I mean, it was a very simple solution, really. We just put a button and buttonhole, right? So you can, in fact, remove the strap if you want to. So there's a button here, and the buttonhole is on the strap, right? So that allows you to use the sling setting if you want to, have the variety of the styling that the strap offers you. But if it's too much for you and you're not, like you're not trying to attract that much attention to yourself and everything, that is a very fair possibility that you can just take it off and leave it at home or whatever you want to do, right? Can I help you, sir? Okay. I was gassing you up just before you walked in, actually. Because this was your idea, right? The plackets. Good job. All right, so now I'm just gonna have a munch for a second, and then I'll show this. I can put it up. Give me 5 minutes. Like, so give me 2 minutes. Actually, Jen, do you want to put this shit on? Can I eat? It's size 3, but you'll manage. Damn, this shit looks with the blue jeans. It looks kind of grunge, right? And with the Doc Martens as well, and yeah, the t-shirt underneath. You look like Kurt Cobain. So for the audience, this is a size 3 on Mr. Gent. He usually wears a size 2, but I'm pretty sure he could technically fit a size 1 if he wanted to. Huh?
Can you talk about the strap?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, interesting. So this is something that they again figured out. I did not have this in mind at all when I made the shirt, which is this whole bow tie thing, and yeah, it's kind of cute. They do it as well. I don't really do that shit because I don't know. I'm just not trying to look that cute. I'm already baseline cute. I'm trying to be handsome, not cute. You feel me? But yeah, so that little bow tie thing that they do, that's cute, I guess. And yeah, look at him. Look at him with the fade, the nice haircut. Damn. All right. Anyway, this is shirt V3. So I'll move this up here, and Mr. Gent, you can hang the other one back there. So before we get to shirt 3, there's a lot to say. So allow me a moment. This shit. This is the shirt, right? This is the shirt. This is the shirt. Okay. All right. So where the fuck do I even start? All right. Let's start with fabric. So at the moment, there's 2 colorways. There is a 3rd colorway coming. So this is a naturally dyed. This particular variant is a hand loom fabric that we don't actually offer on the website because it is cost prohibitive. But we offer a power loom version that is dyed with the same technique. So this is the iron colorway. Now this is a size 3 again. All right, let's start with the easiest thing, which is the pocket. Right, pocket is essentially the same, except we have added a flap on it. But if you notice, the flap is asymmetric, right? So there's a small gap over here that allows you to slot a pen in perfectly, and there's a bar tack stitch there that keeps the pen in place from moving around, right? Apart from that, the buttons are also like contrasting. So we wanted this button on the left side to be sort of more subtle, so we made that the same color as the shirt, and then the one that we want to be noticeable is contrast color, right? It's actually the same throughout the rest of the shirt as well. So the center buttons are contrast, but the placket buttons from the V2 thing that we've exported over here also the same color as the shirt. What's that? What's the term for this? There's a term. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They're the same color as shirt. Okay. And then the ones that we want to be noticeable are contrast. All right. Another thing. We didn't fix. It was never broken. It was never broken. We made the raw hem not raw anymore, right? We made it a finished hem. I think I'm getting older. I'm 32 now. And, walking around trying to be an adult and be like, yeah, I have a studio. It's kind of hard when you fucking raw hem all the time. So that was one reason. But also, yeah, I think just this fabric and the natural dye and everything and the price point and everything, it deserves to be more like finished and complete of a product. All right, now the sleeve is the next one. So remove the like cuff that's usually there on a sleeve and just made it slightly more GARUDA. So I think this is technically referred to as like something like a surgeon sleeve, like a reference from like old doctors' uniforms where they would roll the sleeve up and everything. Is that the electrician? Is it the electrician? Is he about to start drilling? I gotta go fast. The guy's about to start a drill. Okay, so the strap. Oh, huh. Here we go. There is no strap, right? There is a strap, but I one upped the whole thing from last time of having a removable strap into having a removable strap and also having one that you can keep attached but hide as well for just the utility purpose that the strap offers. I'll explain in a second. Anyway, here we have the pleat that's always been there on the shirt. We've reduced the depth of it. It used to be something like 4 inches. Now it's only 3 inches. So it's basically gonna fan out a bit less because we felt like the drape was, in hindsight, a little too much now. So we reduced that, and yeah, I mean, design-wise, that's the most. That's most of it. Oh, shit. Okay, I have to get up for the rest of this. One sec. Let's open the buttons, right? So you for the keen-eyed among you, you can see that the strap is here, right? So the strap is again affixed here to a loop, which we call like an anchor point. There's multiple anchor points throughout the shirt. Okay, am I on the thing? Okay. Multiple anchor points. So there's one here. There's one on the outside of the shirt at the back of the collar as well. And then on the inside of the shirt, underneath the armhole, you have another anchor point, which the strap is actually attached to right now, right? Same on the other side. And if for some reason you ever want to take them outside, watch this shit. Right next to the anchor point, there's a little window for you to go from the inside to the outside. Okay? So it allows basically like maybe 6 or 7 different settings that you can achieve with the strap. So the real reason I did all of this is because I agree that the strap being removable is a great feature. But I also think that the strap offering a sling solution is also a great feature. So how do I remove it or hide it, at least from outside viewers, while still maintaining the strap feature for myself? So here, if I take it off the hanger, you see that I can still sling, but when I'm wearing the shirt, no strap, right? So that was the whole solution that we tried to go for here. And now I'll just put this shit on and then I'll eat my food and then this thing is probably hopefully over. So here is shirt V3 in the iron colorway. And this is the hand loom fabric once again. So this is obviously with sleeves open, that's why it's like, fanning out so much. Typically, I usually just roll the sleeves up, like so. And yeah, I mean, fabric's beautiful, natural dye, etc., etc. And it's nice to have like basically the same fit that we really started with back in 2023, but just a bunch of quality of life features, as I would refer to them. Because I always carry a pen, for example, so having that's nice. And while I never use the like French tuck feature from V2, I still think it's nice for other people to sort of have. And more often, what I actually do is I just wear it open. So I just open this, and then and the wind catches you, and you're like, whoosh, yeah, good shit. Yeah, man. Oh, also there's this cool ass wash tag. I would say that V3 is the best shirt. I'm not just saying that because I want the money. Like, it is genuinely the best shirt because that is the whole point of doing these multiple versions, right? That the products are theoretically getting better with every release. I hope. Go, come on, put a link here to buy a shirt. Bye.